Hey, good morning, everybody. Today's July the 11th, 2023, and I wanted to share a dream that I had this morning. All right, so the dream starts off that Holly and I are together. She and I are at this camp, okay? This is like the kind of camp it was like a wilderness camp type. It was more like a hunting camp or something like that. It was not like a luxurious resort camp or anything like that, okay? This was like a real bottom line camp. And we were there, and we had made plans that we were going to actually stay like a weekend, like a night or a weekend, something like that, a very short time. We were going to stay there for a very short time. Well, we had experienced different things throughout the day, you know, like seeing how the camp was ran. It was like really low class, and it was a very dirty, okay? It was very dirty. And then when it came getting towards the evening time, it wasn't evening time yet, but it was getting towards evening time, and we knew it was, you know, we were all going to have to go to sleep soon. And we were like, nah, we can't do that. No way. Because even the sleeping quarters were just filthy. And we're like, I mean, the walls were grungy, dirty. The bed was just, mattress was nasty. We just like, oh, we cannot. We just cannot. We got to go. And so we knew we had to like dip out. We knew we had to go. We had to get out of there quick because we didn't want to get charged for staying for the night. And so we had no intentions of paying. And we were not even going to tell the people that we were leaving because we didn't want a problem with them. We didn't want them to turn around and say, oh, well, you said you were going to stay, so you have to pay. So we weren't going to do none of that. So we were going to dip out. So before we left, I got in the shower, took a shower, and as I'm taking a shower, Holly's gathering up all of our belongings, like our pillows and our blankets, because pillows and blankets. She went and put those in the truck. I had a truck, and so we were using my truck. So she went and put all the stuff in the truck, and let's see. When I got out of the shower, everything was ready to go. I whispered to her, I said, you got everything packed? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, we head out, we get in the truck. Now, at this point, Holly's gonna drive. So, and this is like this dirt road, like there's a whole bunch of dirt roads and no signage at all. There's no signage, about like what is the name of this road or what's the name of that road, or you don't even know what direction you're going. You know, it's like really confusing because there's just dirt roads everywhere, and they're not going in like straight places. You know, it's like like one dirt road across another dirt road, and then there's another dirt road, it's crossing another dirt road, and it was just really confusing and not clear. But okay, so she's driving, and she's driving through this. I noticed that she starts driving through this. All of a sudden, we're like in like this little village or something, and she's driving through a old rundown castle, like a castle that is like an old heritage site or something, you know, like the castle was pretty much barely standing up, like only some of the walls were standing up. So it's not like it was a all put together castle. Over time it just crumbled. So I'm telling her, man, I don't think we're supposed to be driving through here. We're going to get in trouble. This is probably a heritage site or something like that. You know, we've got to get out of here. So she kept driving, and I had, for some reason, somehow, I had the knowledge to know what road to get on. I said, no, you've made a wrong turn. We got to go back and go this other way. You're like, oh, okay. And Holly was like, okay. So we got on the right road and we were all good. It was all fine. And so that was the end of the dream. So this dream was very symbolic. So the camp, this camp represents the world with all of its filth, okay? And its chaos. Nothing's clean. It's disgusting. The bride of Christ, which is called to be without spot and blemish. Okay, so that's symbolic of me getting in the shower, because we have to be washed clean in the blood of Jesus Christ, and we must be without spot and blemish. The fact that Holly's packing up everything in the vehicle before we leave out while I'm taking the shower is symbolic of helping your fellow brothers and sisters in Christ. The fact that we're going to leave and we're not telling these people bye, because, you know, the people of the world, they want to keep us here. They want us to stay, okay, in all of the filth and stuff like that, all right? They're not in agreement with the ways of the Lord. They're not looking to leave. They like this world. They want to stay here, and they want to basically keep you here with them, okay? So we were going to leave. You know, we're not taking the time to tell anybody goodbye. We just know we need to get out of here quick, and because we don't want confrontation, we don't want a problem with these people. We're just leaving. You know, those people want to stay there. Okay, great, that's on you. But we're not. This is not for us. So we're leaving. So that's what that's symbolic of. The fact that got a little bit confused on the road along the way. That can happen in your walk. You can get a little bit confused sometimes. Not everything's plain and clear. Sometimes we, get confused along the way, right? Along our walk, along our journey. But the fact that I had the knowledge to know, somehow I had the knowledge to know how to get back on the right road, or what road we're supposed to be on, that's also symbolic of we help our brothers and sisters along the way, along the path, and to help keep on the narrow path, okay? To help, to navigate. We help each other, okay? That's what this is. All right. That was the end of the dream, let's just say. I'm just so happy for this dream. The Lord has kept, over these, I don't know, past month or so, 2 months maybe, he's just really been showing me a lot of stuff and showing me that the time is now. It's not later on. It's not years and years from now. It's not. No, there's a lot of people who believe it's years and years away, but it's not. God's timing is perfect timing. And listen, I'm gonna tell you guys once again. Okay, the bride of Christ, you must be without spot or blemish. That means you cannot be walking in willful sin. You cannot be walking in intentional sin. If that's what you're doing, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be left behind. So whatever it is, you're playing games. If you're doing this thing, I'm telling you, you're playing a game that you cannot win. You cannot win. You will be left behind. Okay? And if you have the knowledge to know this, if you know that you're not supposed to be doing something, but you are choosing to continually do it anyway, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Is what you're doing worth your salvation? You're playing a game with your salvation. I'm just telling you right now. And you better buck up. You better tighten up your belt strap. Put your armor of God back on, because when you're doing stuff like that, you have literally removed your armor of God. And I'm just want to encourage you, put your armor of God back on and don't take it off again. Because if you choose to sin, if you are living a lifestyle that is intentionally sinning, I'm telling you now, you have literally decided to say, okay, hold up, I got to put my armor of God down. while I go do this thing, all right? And that you're spitting in the face of God. You're spitting in the face of Jesus Christ. You're like, you know what, Jesus, I know what you did for me, die on the cross for me, but you know what, hold up. I'm just going to put that aside for a minute while I go do this thing that I want to do. I'll pick you up later after I'm done. You place Jesus Christ on a shelf and say, you know what, I don't need you right now because I have to go do this thing. And when I'm done, I'll get you, I'll dust you off and get you, I'll take you back off the shelf again. I mean, come on. So, I'm just telling you, it's no time to be playing games. You better make sure you're doing the will of God the Father, right? Jesus said, who is my mother, my brother, and sister? Those who are doing the will of my Father, for they are my mother, my brother, my sister. All right, so I'm encouraged by this. God keeps showing me that the time is right here now, okay? Oh, another thing was, I had another dream about Putin. I had a dream about him last night. I did again this night. Well, it's actually, I didn't hear the name Putin. What I heard was Russia. I kept hearing Russia. Russia had attacked this one place. And it was a name I can't pronounce. It sounds like someplace in like the Ukraine. It's like Kiev, Kiev, something like that. I don't know. I've never heard this name before, so I don't know. But I'm like, what? And everybody was freaking out because they knew that they were next. You know, like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah. I said, what Russia's going to do is they're going to go out and they're going to attack many of the people. They're going to attack many of the people. You know, like different countries. So I think that's symbolic of the fact, okay, right now they're in Russia and they're definitely coming for America. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to come for America without a doubt. So wherever else they're going to go, I don't know. But I definitely believe that God is using Russia as one of his judgments, you know, to fulfill, you know, to mete out his judgments. Let's just say like that. So anyway, all right. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Stay encouraged, brothers and sisters, and don't play games with the Lord because you will lose. All right. So God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless your animals on this day. Goodbye.